Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Drafting with Blocks. I am Govind Rai, fashion designer. Today I will teach you how to do dart manipulation. This is the most important subject topic for students who are doing fashion designing. It will help them to do a better designing because without that dart manipulation you will not be able to design better garments. So let us begin with the topic dart manipulation. Darts can be of any shape. They can be circular darts also. Just imagine a dart in the form of a circle. Dart could be diagonal, dart could be semicircle, dart could be zigzag, or dart could be in a heart shape or any other shape what we fancy. So it is not necessary that darts have to be in a straight line only. To understand dart better, we have categorized these dart series into single dart series. Single dart series, I mean to say that if on a garment on front, right and left both we are able to see just one dart on left side and one dart on right side. So that is called single dart series. Double dart means two darts. If we are able to see two darts, that means for example a bust dart and a waist dart, two darts are visible, then we call it double dart series. And designer darts, if we see the darts in the form of any fanciful shape, we will call them designer darts. We will study all these darts step by step. So today I will start with single dart series. If you want to make a style which is just having one dart, then how we should do dart manipulation, I will teach you with the help of this stencil. In my last video I have already taught you how to make these stencils, these blocks, front bodice block and back bodice block. So for designing we require the front bodice block, so I have just taken front bodice block. To make this design, it is very clear that there is just one dart. So that means that the shoulder dart has to be shifted where? To the waist dart. So that is why then only we will be able to see one dart. So how do we do this shifting? Because the amount of fabric present, this much of fabric is already there in the garment, but now we do not want to have the fabric, excess fabric over here in the form of dart over here, but we will remove this dart and bring it to the waist. So how to do that, this I am going to teach you. First make the neckline, trace the neckline. You will not say that I have not understood this, because you will not be double minded. I am sure there is no place that you will say that you will have any excuse to say that I have not understood, because there is no other possible way to rotate the dart. We just have one way, not even two. You cannot be double minded also. There is just one option left, and what is that option? Just rotate this dart. We will close this dart, touch it. If it has shifted, don't panic or don't worry, just bring it over here, continue this, continue this, continue, and stop where? At the new position. Then again bring it back to the original position, stop where? Over here. Because darts have two legs, darts cannot be complete with just one line, so we require two lines. Now see, we have converted, we have shifted this shoulder dart over here to the waist. First I will complete this dart, then I will tell you that how we have to complete this dart. All darts finish 1.5 centimeter, 2 centimeters away from the bust point. So this is the actual position of the dart. Okay. So we will rub off this line, and while sewing we will sew till here. Because we cannot have so much of fabric over here when we have to stitch the garment, so we will make 1 centimeter seam allowance 1 centimeter on both sides. Match this to this, and then we cut off this much portion. When we have to sew, we will sew. Drill hole mark is again 1.5 centimeter away from the dart tip point. So, mark it with the help of this notion. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Should I repeat the whole once again? So, once again, place the stencil, place the block on the drafting paper, mark the new position where we have to make the dart or where we have to shift the dart, mark the first leg of the dart and do the outline. Bring it over here, then close this dart. We just have one way to rotate it. We do not have two ways that you can rotate this way or that way. There is just one option left. So, you just have to follow this line, follow this line, and then stop over here. Mark this dart and finish off with the other points which I have just told you. So, like this we have front bodice block with one dart. I shall give you one more example where we have just one dart and that is at the shoulder. So, how to do that? Just watch that the method will not change, method will remain same. What is the method? That first of all we have to mark the new position, at one leg of the dart. Then continue tracing the outline, bring it over here. Now, we do not require the waist dart, the waist dart is shifted where? At the shoulder. So, we will have to close this dart. So, closing this dart, tracing the outline and stop where? Stop at the new position. When you have to start, please make these lines big so that they are visible to you. If you will not make these lines big, then again maybe you find some problem in locating the points. So, just mark these lines bigger. Now, and then before you pick up the block, just see that you have marked the bust point. All darts finish 2 centimeters away from the bust point. So, mark 2 centimeters away. Mark both legs of the dart. See that the length of both the dart legs is equal. It is 21 centimeters over here and this should also be 21 centimeters. So, this is also exactly 21 centimeters. Now, we have to make 1 centimeter seam allowance. Whenever you do dart manipulation, for practice purposes, you do not have to make again and again these lines for sewing. These lines you have to make only when you have to make the final garment, stitch the final garment. I am just showing you as an example, as a you can say that so that you come to know that what you have to do to the dart style before when you have to sew. Now, see, all darts finish 2 centimeters away, then again the drill hole mark is 1.5 centimeter away from the dart tip. Mark the dart tip is over here and drill hole mark is over here. So, you will have these 3 points with you. One is over here, this is the bust point, this is where the dart will finish, the sewing will finish, and this is the drill hole mark which you have to make or which you have to mark. Now, this is not going to spoil your paper. You can mark this drill hole with the help of this bradawal instrument also. Then you have to cut off the excess amount of fabric left at the dart points, at the dart positioning. I am not making any seam allowances over here. I am just trying to show you how you have to stitch the dart. Remove the excess portion. Like this, you will remove the excess portion of the fabric, and over here in the pattern, just go over the outline. Like this. Now see, don't think that when making these drill hole marks you will be spoiling the fabric, because when you have to sew, this mark will remain inside your sewing line, so it is not going to harm the final garment. This is just an indication to show that when you are sewing, stop the needle over here, make the stitches more smaller, and then finish off at the dart tip. I hope you have understood this, how to finish this. You can practice more single dart series by manipulation and practice more and more. The more you practice, the more you learn. I hope you have enjoyed drafting with me. I shall be very thankful to you if you like and subscribe my videos. Thank you for watching.